Moving on, India's security concerns will be at the forefront and center for Washington. These were the words of U.S. Deputy Secretary of State Wendy Sherman. She is currently in Delhi for a two-day visit. Sherman's visit highlights the importance of India-U.S. bilateral ties. She met with India's Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar, Foreign Secretary Harshvardhan Shringla and National Security Advisor Ajit Doval. Jaishankar and Wendy Sherman took stock of India-US ties after Prime Minister Modi's visit to the United States and the Quad Leaders Summit. Sherman also said that when it comes to Afghanistan, both India and the United States have one mind, one approach. This includes the Taliban ensuring an inclusive government and Afghanistan not becoming a safe haven for terrorists. The Deputy Secretary and Foreign Secretary also discussed indo-pacific cooperation, ending the COVID-19 pandemic, combating the climate crisis and deepening trade and investment ties. Sherman also expressed gratitude for Prime Minister Modi's announcement that India would soon resume exports of the COVID-19 vaccines. China also heavily featured in her talks with Shringla. They also reviewed pressing regional and global security issues, including Iran and Russia. However, there was no mention of the new AUKUS alliance. Now, another issue that came up was India's procurement of the S-400 missiles from Russia. Sherman now says that US and India will be able to resolve the differences. The first batch of the S-400 missile defense system will arrive in India by the end of this year. In October 2018, India had signed a $5 billion deal with Russia to buy 5 units of the S-400 air defense missile systems. This came despite a warning from the Trump administration that going ahead with the contract may invite US sanctions. And our principal diplomatic correspondent, Siddhant Sibal, tells us what this visit means for New Delhi and Washington's relations. Listen in.
This is the start of the sectoral meetings when it comes to terrorism, when it comes to defense. The Indian finance minister, the defense secretary are expected to go to US very soon. But this visit was important because this was the first high-level visit from United States to India after the visit of the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Washington and, of course, New York. We know that the bilateral meeting happened between the two leaders, the Indian Prime Minister and the US President Joe Biden, the Quad meeting in Washington. And both sides reviewed the visit, the key outcomes of the visit. Wendy Sherman today will be in Mumbai. She's already met the Indian External Affairs Minister, Dr. S. Jaishankar, and the Indian NSA, Ajit Doval, in Delhi. And now focus, of course, will obviously on the message Wendy Sherman gives to Pakistanis, because she will be going to Pakistan, and during her Pakistan visit, it is expected that she's going to strongly raise the issue of cross-border terrorism, the issue of Pakistan's support to terrorism, something that both India and the US are on the same page when it comes to Islamabad. Siddhant Sibal for WION in New Delhi.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.